wars, like surplus or old service arms being sold off. Though she would want a handgun, not a rifle.
I did figure a handgun would
Yeah.
be the go-to.
Alright, so roll supply.
I guess question before I... Well,
Yeah.
actually... Can I ask the question of, is owning a gun legal here? Or is this like a...
Spout lore. You could spout lore with wisdom? Is that a move you have?
Oh, no. No, I meant to fucking hit intelligence. Well, let's just see.
Oh,
That was a
that
5.
was
That's a
spout
5
lore
plus...
with
That's a 5
charisma.
plus 4, 9... So that... There we go. So I actually did roll 10 anyway.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, 5 plus 4 plus 1.
Alright, nice. Yes. Owning, personal firearms is legal in Custer.
Oh, that's a shame.
Okay, that makes this a lot less cagey. I didn't want to get the guards on me again for fucking trying to do business.
See, it would have actually worked a bit better for Cherry if they were actually illegal, but here we are.
Yeah, now the
Lucky
gun is going to be
Lydian.
traceable.
Ooh, yeah, that is well, that's why she didn't go buy it herself.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go buy a gun. And just for...
roll charisma.
Charisma.
Like with gun.
Alright, yeah. You, can find, let's see, you're looking for a handgun, right?
Yeah.
Alright,
something simple and easy, and something simple, easy, and kind of regular. Nothing exotic, as Cherry kind of...
Right.
You point and shoot. That's all I need. I don't say that, Jesus.
Yeah. No, that's that's I feel like you're getting the vibe of where this is going just based on that.
Yeah, you managed to find someone
Really?
who sells,
The
what a
problem I'm having is, who are
colloquially...
you pointing and shooting at? That's my fear.
You managed to find a shop where, they're selling a few, weapons, for self-defense and adventuring. And in the firearms section, there's what's colloquially known as a bean shooter.
A bean shooter.
Yeah. They fire... It's a small handgun that fires bullets from... That just fires, bullets like regular. It's a regular old handgun.
Okay, well, like a semi-automatic. Or like a flintlock. Like, what kind of era of gun are we talking here?
It looks sort of like a... I would say what it looks like is it looks... It does look like a flintlock, but it actually has more of a fine sort of it's got that fine wooden finish, but it's actually loaded in from the top.
So it has like an internal magazine or some sort.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a repeater.
Yeah, it's a repeater.
Alright, yeah, Lydian kind of... He very casually picks it up, because Lydian just doesn't like holding weapons at all. So he's just like, my good man, how much for this here bean shooter?
Oh, that thing, we'll sell those for about 70 coin.
70, alright. Yeah, I fucking hell, you know what, I put like 30 of Cherry's and 30 of my own on that.
Wow,
For 60?
that's so nice.
That's
30,
70. Yeah, and then 40 of mine. 40 of mine.
Okay, gotcha. Gotcha.
Alright, and I got the bean shooter, and I buy some...
Yeah.
Do I have to buy ammo extra? I guess I do.
It comes with, we'll say, it comes with 1 ammo.
Alright, I'll just take the 1 ammo for now.
Yeah.
I've got bean shoot and I've got under it BS ammo.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's
Bean shooter.
yeah, have any of you guys seen Killer Bean?
No.
Pretty amusing. Pretty amusing thing. Alright, what's the tags on the bean shooter?
Range of near. And it's got 1 piercing.
Okay. Yeah. Why, thank you, my good man. Mighty appreciated. Why in the hell she want this? Yeah, I stow that away in my massive fucking my massive coat, and I make my way back to the house. Lydian genuinely just like he's maybe a bit more fidgety all of a sudden because he genuinely just hates having weapons on him.
Mm-hmm.
So he's kind of like he is like hustling back to the house, walking quick.
Yeah. He wants to look like he's doing something illegal, even though he hasn't.
No, it is genuinely the worst thing to do to be like this, but it's just how he is whenever he's like whenever he has to hold a weapon, his mind immediately goes to the implication he might have to use it, and he fucking hates that.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, I guess you roll back up to the Palmer's household, and is Nico also there?
I had a scene to do while
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Lydian was
Yeah.
away.
But you go ahead. I'm gonna grab a beer real quick. I don't want
Yeah.
to miss much of it, but I'm gonna
Yeah.
grab that beer.
Oh, I was gonna say. Yeah, I don't think you want to miss this scene. Actually, I might wait.
I'm gonna take a piss
Sure.
real quick.
I want Snake present for this.
All right. I'm back.
Welcome back. While we're waiting for Snake.
Yeah.
Actually, that was a good image that Snake posted. But I was curious, which of these three images of a character about to get executed do you think goes hardest?
Peter. Gotta be Peter.
There's something about Doug Walker's face. I don't know.
I'm back. What did I miss?
Neo also had to BRB,
Oh, okay.
and I asked which of these three images of someone about to be executed went hardest.
I think Peter.
Well, see this fucking. I mean, like for me, it's SA2, just in so many fucking ways.
Yeah.
Goes SA2, Doug, Peter.
Yeah.
We all had a different answer, and Swede didn't answer.
Okay, so let's do the scene with Cherry.
Alright, so Cherry, she is going to try and corner Palmer away from, family. Like, gonna try and catch him in, like, a hallway or stairs somewhere, close quarters, even a closet.
Alright, well, you can't do that. So,
Wow.
scene skipped. Oh, no. Okay. Alright, so yeah, you managed to find him in a hallway, yeah.
And so she's gonna corner him, almost like, press him against a wall. Like, she's not, like, throwing herself against him, but, she's not giving him an inch to move. Like, she is, like, talking very close to his face and whatnot. An intense whisper.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, First of all, I need you to understand, I'm blind, but I have very good hearing, and even from the kitchen, your wife certainly doesn't, and she doesn't know any of this. But between what I overheard and catching up with Lydian, I know the situation that you are currently facing.
Oh, jeez. What is it?
What is it?
What do you want?
Cherry, like, inhales from it, and then she's gonna slap him first.
Oh,
Hard.
jeez.
Oh.
You know, across the face.
What the hell?
What have you done to your family?
I didn't expect things to go the way they were. I
mean,
thought it would be an easy something. I took out a loan. I thought it would be easy to pay off, and it wasn't.
you took in a loan with a loan shark, endangering your family, so what, you could spend someone else's money? Why did you do this in the first place? Why did you need the money? Answer me that.
So that I could give my wife and kids a better place.
And then
You were-
she grabs him by the collar. Exactly. Because you want to provide for your wife and kids. You want to give them what they deserve.
Oh God, you're
And
doing a Gus. A man provides.
And instead, you've put them in danger because you didn't go out and make money. You didn't earn money. You just took someone else's. You're still accepting all the risk, the danger, and you're not even making your own money.
What's your point? What are you getting at? I know I fucked up.
And I'm telling you, you have a nice wife, you have nice kids. Look, forget the person I'm working for, and certainly, you want to let your cousin take advantage of this now? You need to go out there. You're already in deep. You're already taking the risks.
Oh,
So if you're
no.
going to accept those risks, you need to make the money for yourself. Pay off your debt and earn this living, earn this house yourself.
Oh God, no.
I want
Jesus.
to use charming and open. When you speak frankly with someone, you can ask their player a question from the list below. They must answer it truthfully.
Oh my God, I had a
So-
10-minute argument about this fucking move once.
Okay.
I want to know, how can I get you to break bad?
Is that literally how
Oh.
it's worded?
How
No.
can I get you to blank?
Oh.
Basically, and Sherry's gonna say, look, I don't know you. I don't know what you're good at. I don't know your connections, but you're off the edge already. Your life is in danger. The lives of your family are in danger. That ship has sailed. I've been in a lot of these situations. I've seen a lot of things all over this world. If you need any advice, I'm happy to help you, but I'm telling you, you need to start, you need to take measures in your own hands, because it's only going to get worse from here. If you have to tell your wife, if you skip town to Marion, they are going to be after you. It doesn't solve your core problem. And that's my question. How can I get you to break bad out of character?
How can I
And
get
you
you to-
also get to, and so you get to ask me one of these questions too.
How can I get you to break bad?
Yeah.
Do you have a
How-
better phrasing for that? Like, what do you mean by break bad?
To, doesn't know what he's good at, what his connections, like maybe he would rob someone, who knows, maybe he would get into some kind of smuggling trade, but some sort of, she wants him to do something dangerous, probably criminal, to try and, risk it all for the money. She doesn't want him to just cower and run from the loan shark. She wants him to,
Stand his ground.
yeah.
This is horrible. This is so
Yeah.
mean.
This is so like we want.
I like that. Like, there's Cherry's really gone to fucking 0 to 100 on fucking Lydian's being.
This
a shit
one I
business
don't
and-
think is quite. This one is much more direct, but it's also like in fairness, I don't think she's encouraging him to do something good, but I think she is right in that, like...
Oh, no. Well, I mean, there's, like, the angle of... It's more like, hey, have you considered other means to get out of this loan rather than selling up shop? Where she immediately went to, I'm gonna give you a gun. Go out there and fucking make some... like, it's like, it's the framing of it as, hey, do right by your family. Rob a bank.
Yeah.
Cherry wants a good story out of this.
Go out there and be a man.
A man provides. Palmer.
Man, oh god, Palmer and Walter even, like,
Yeah,
sound
same
close
syllables.
Yeah.
Same fucking construction.
A man provides, Palmer.
Just, is she gonna tell him, like, hey, you know that house that you're moving into in Marion is a fucking derelict? It's some fucking shit wooden building where a bunch of actors hang out.
Oh no.
A bunch of actors who the guard were investigating recently, I might add.
And but that is a big point that Cherry emphasizes. Look, I'm telling you, I've seen this house they're talking about, and I've dealt with plenty of people who got wrapped up with loan sharks. If you just go one town over, hiding in some shack, you've already lost everything for your family. They'll know that you did this, that you were a coward and a liar. They will live in squalor, and then they will come for you, and their best case scenario is watching you die.
You know, I've heard about this Oratus ink. If you want to be safe, you've got to move to Terrebonne. You're untouchable there. The rat will not chase you to Terrebonne.
See, the thing is, like, you're putting this on, and like, I get he wouldn't, but like, Dwight is actually correct in that, like, he does not have arms that reach to Marion.
But does he know that?
That's the question. How can you get him to break
This is the most
bad?
fascinating NPC relations we've had so far, where it is this bizarrely antagonistic party.
Here, I can try and think what if something might be better, but it's all gonna be in surface of the same. That is what Cherry's not necessarily trying to get him to, go completely, like, full on Heisenberg. Just, she wants him to, and would like to help him.
I mean,
whatever
look at
he
it.
wants to try and do.
From another angle, just like besides it, like, okay, he might know that the loan shark's arms don't go to, Marion, but also, does he fucking think that his wife is gonna stand by him that long if he moves them into a shit shack? And like, the story of why he accepted this deal will eventually have to come out. Like, he can't just be, oh yeah, I moved us into this shack because reasons.
Because I wanted to help my cousin, or my cousin was so nice.
I love Dwight so much, I said, here, have my house. You know what, I was almost about to give him you and the kids. That's how great Dwight is.
But you hate it. You always said you hated Dwight.
That's because I loved him so much that it wrapped around.
You can get him to break bad by basically, like, he would need, like, a way to turn his company around. Like, he would need an edge with that.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, I can work with this. Yeah.
It's also fun. I'm pro this because it's really funny, but also I think Lydian's going to be conflicted over, but wait, but I had an in, even though that's the most hypocritical shit in the world at this point.
And yeah, okay, so Cherry, but you do get to ask me something that he will be able to intuit from this conversation that Cherry will reveal about herself.
What do you wish I would do?
I wish you would do something memorable, something special, something unique, something worth remembering.
Right.
Oh god, that's a horrible sense to get. That's fascinating.
Okay. All right. Got it.
I wish you would actualize and make your mark on the world.
Okay.
And that is sincerely Cherry's, like, what she really, truly, fundamentally wants from this person. More than anything. But so yeah, that's gonna be the angle Cherry sort of pushes. Look, you've come here, you came to Marion to make money with your company.
Custer.
Or Custer, fuck. And
Easy to
right
do
now,
these
you are
things.
going to, if what Dwight is offering you, what they're offering you, is to just throw away your legacy and tuck your tail in shame and live in fear and hiding. We need to make you need to save your legacy. After that, save your company, save the life you've built for your family, save their image of you. Because if you lose that, then why not just die?
All right. His face darkens, and he looks at you and just says, "That man you came with, Lydian. Dwight said he had capital. He had other things. What exactly does he have under his sleeve?"
Fact.
And
I have
Cherry
a, I have
thinks
a
for a
gun
moment.
at the moment.
Yeah.
And a Colt. Hey,
I'll
a Colt.
say this for him. He is sincerely not a con man. He is a capitalist before anything else, and he's willing to stab someone in the back to make money. But he is a true believer. He does believe that, he believes in some sort of exchange and some sort of fair deal. He's no thief. And he does have he's very good at putting in money and resources to turn a business around. He just, within a week, bought a casino, changed its structure through force and extreme means, and turned it around into what is now a successful business and planting these business ventures around. He has capital. He is able to move quickly and aggressively and ruthlessly to get things done, but he will stand by a contract.
And he has that kind of capital here. What is he looking to make waves in my industry?
Ideally, one way or another.
He's got to have more than just money. What does he have?
He has several companies behind him, including... Wait, so Lydian does have a transport company currently
Yeah,
running,
but that's
correct?
not quite a transport company in the same sense as a public transport. This is like carts moving goods. These are like, this is like that's like cargo and stuff like that.
Off the top of my head, a mine casino manufactures shock boxes, has a intercity
I lost my oldest son to
transport,
the shock box just last week.
has a transport service for shipping between cities. I'm trying to think, is there anything I'm missing for his business?
You have a
There is.
tavern.
Oh yeah, I forgot we bought that tavern.
Yeah, that was the first thing we did.
There is something you're missing that he has that's directly related to this.
Should I copy and paste or?
He has. Remember, Cherry. Lydian has the ancient machine
Oh, true.
that he's planning to ply.
Just came into town with, this massive 5,000-year-old drill that we found buried out in the waste.
Jerry, we're gonna keep that as a surprise.
We've been ratted out. Damn it! Not intentionally.
One that's still powered.
Dwight's
It
cousin
tunneled
just
up from the
steal it.
ground.
Quit,
could
kill
burrow
Lydian.
through.
Oh fuck!
It could topple a building.
Quit, Lydian. We have to.
Interesting.
We have to move it to another building, quick! No, we don't even know this.
No.
We're going to commit an act of terror.
We're gonna drive this drill through O'Malley's fucking shop.
Where are they keeping a thing like that?
No.
Why? Are you gonna... Do you have use for it?
I think I do.
Then let's talk more.
No,
Cherry, you
And
rat.
she's gonna offer a hand to him.
Yeah, he takes the hand.
Yeah. Shake on it.
That's not yours.
Give it back. That was ours. Oh, that fucking turned on me in the last second.
It's being worked on in a garage somewhere in town, analyzing it, trying to understand how it works. What's your plan for it? Or did we want to, cut to, this could also be a good moment for Lydian and Nico to arrive. I don't know.
Yeah,
Do
Lydian and
we
Nico
want to
should
continue
arrive.
playing out this scene, or I
Yeah,
feel that's
there's
a good ominous cliffhanger.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
there's a knock on the door. We're back.
Hello, greetings. I am Nico.
Yeah, Katie opens the door and says, "Oh, hello. So you're the other companion then?"
Yes,
This-
very well. Yes.
Nico Testa, one of the finest minds of our generation.
Yes. The finest, if I may say so myself.
One of the finest, I would say.
I want Felina to meet Nico now. Just get in a brain measuring contest.
What, with calipers? Well, I've told him to be on his best behavior, so he will be.
I will be on my best behavior, and I will not make science in your built house.
Oh, well, that's appreciated.
It's something
May I use your yard?
It is something you do have to be careful with him about. He's always working on something or other. It's truly fascinating to watch, but
Yes.
not in private property.
And this is my creation, Cogsworth. No, M was not having any of that.
Wait, what? I didn't leave.
Oh,
Neo left.
oh,
We have no GM, no GMs,
Well,
no
alright,
kings, no
Alright, I'm
masters.
gonna kill
And-
Cherry for revealing the machine.
and then O'Malley walks
Hey
in.
Cherry,
Oh.
I've got your gun. Bang!
Alright, so, yeah, so what were you saying?
This is
I
Cogsworth.
crashed out of Discord.
I was introducing Nico.
Okay, yeah.
I assured her there would be no science.
No science.
None. So it's mighty nice of you to put us all up.
Yeah, so
kinda
we've got 3 rooms available, 2 guest rooms, and the basement is quite spacious.
Mighty appreciated. But Lydian thinks for a moment, but there's 5 of us traveling.
Well, Dwight and Flora will obviously be staying together.
Oh no.
That leaves one left over. I can step out. I can afford to accommodate myself. I've much appreciated, but I'm fine with that.
He requires a king-size bed. For his back, you see.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, that's. Don't have to say it.
How come it's ever feel like it's an odd collection that it's like mattresses, candy bars, and like cigarettes that we measure in like king units, you know? Why is that?
Cigarettes like to. Kings like to smoke. Eat chocolate and sleep.
Well, that's because it's fallen out of use a lot, but the standard cigarette is a king size cigarette. Then 100s are the next most popular. It was partially with the filters and everything. That was old cigarettes used to be slightly different sizes, and the most common now is a king size cigarette. But which is not the biggest. 100s are larger, and then like Camel wides are fatter. But anyways, but yeah, king size cigarettes, king size candy bars, and king size mattresses. I don't know why those 3.
And I like that small candy bars are called like fun sized.
Yeah. How come it's not a fun size mattress? It goes down. Mattress is the only one where it goes king, queen, then like full and twin. Then candy is just like king size, no suffix, and fun size. Like they're all different, but they all have king size.
It's where we meet at the top. Alright. Yeah, I don't really know where to go from here on that one, but yeah, Lydian is like, oh, I'll step out for the evening. I'll let Nico have the room.
I mean, you could share the basement. It's quite spacious.
Oh, well, then I'll take you up on that.
Lydian is happy he doesn't need to spend money.
It does work. I mean,
Mhm.
yeah, but it's part of his precept. He has to spend money. Money must flow.
All right, so I'm gonna say so. Let's say Palmer and Cherry kind of walk down into to see you two. Then.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so is there? What time is it in the day?
I'll say it's like mid to late afternoon.
Okay. Well, I think I've got some. We'll come back in the evening, but I think I have some business to attend to. Cherry, do you mind joining me?
Of course. And she sort of like uh goes to follow Lydian, and she like gives a little bow to both Katie and Palmer.
All
Thank
right.
you for hosting me.
Of course.
We'll see you later on in the afternoon. I just want to go and stretch my legs a little, get the lay of the
Of
land.
of course. Coster's a very nice city. You should take a look around.
Well, I think I will. Nico, come with too,
Very well.
because I'm not leaving Nico alone at the fucking
Mm.
house.
What do you think I would do?
I don't know, set a child on fire.
I would not do such a thing. I don't even have a fire gun. I would freeze them in ice.
Yeah, okay, you're coming with us. Let's go. We'll see you in the evening. It's mighty nice to meet you, and thanks again for the lunch.
Of course.
And yeah, Lydian, he says goodbye, and he's walking away.
Do you give Cherry the gun?
I go somewhere like an alley or somewhere out of the way, make sure no
Yeah.
one's watching, and I hand Cherry.
Just right in front of everyone. Just go like, "Oh,
Yeah.
Cherry, I got your gun."
Cherry, I got you your piece. I do it in the doorstep as she's passing by Katie.
I got you your problem solver.
Yeah, I go somewhere like a little bit out of the way, and it's like, right, Cherry, I found you your piece, and I give her the ammo and
Yeah.
the bean shooter.
Cherry takes it discreetly. So that's the bean shooter.
Yes.
One
One
weight,
weight.
and that was near one piercing.
Yes.
I'm just copying down what I'm removing from my inventory, which probably a better way to format it, but that's what I'm removing from my inventory now. I'd put both at one weight. No idea if that was the case.
The ammo's no weight.
Okay. Now, Cherry, you know what? Forget deniability. I bought the thing, so I ought to know. What exactly did you want this for?
Just in case things could get messy and
We've been in
someone might need the extra oomph.
Cherry, back in Marion, we were challenging slave-owning casino runners, and you didn't feel like we needed one of these back then. So, what about loan sharks? Loan sharks, of course. Yeah, never mind. Still,
Well, it's not just that. I mean, I'm not planning on firing this thing at anyone. And she sort of waves her hand in front of her face. I have shot a gun once or twice, and I wouldn't trust myself to do it in any dangerous situation. But
I also returned Cherry's money, and how much did I actually need to? How much was Cherry's weekly rate?
I gave. I think you have that written down somewhere. Because you've always. Because I get a percentage on like the casino
Yeah, you get
and
percentage,
the
but
tavern.
you also get a flat weekly.
Yeah,
So,
I
of
don't
course,
remember
I've got to
what I
scrub
asked
back.
you for.
I'll find it. Anyway, yeah. Take your 33 remaining coin. I tell her like what the gun costs.
And Cherry finds not that a gun should be underestimated, or a weapon like this should be underestimated or disrespected for how dangerous it can be, but the real power, and by extension the real danger of a gun like this, is often more the confidence it provides than the actual physical destructive power.
Uh-huh, and who exactly are you planning to give this confidence?
That depends on how things shake out, but it's something I thought might become necessary in the future, even if just for show. Or perhaps, by the same token of confidence for someone who has it, it can be someone else knowing you have a weapon on you can be a precautionary measure as well. If
A
things
precautionary
get
measure where someone might think, I should bring my own gun.
Look, believe it or not, I really don't have a specific plan for this. I just thought there was a good enough chance it would be useful, and I had things to work on here.
Alright, well, speaking of, let's head back to the workshop for the time being and figure out our plans for the rest of the day. Is there anything you did work out while you were here? Anything I ought to know about the the Palmer situation that I didn't know last I was here?
I'm still working on the situation a bit, and I do still need to talk to Flora. I haven't gotten the chance to do that, but Palmer, we definitely have the upper hand on him over Dwight. There are some things that are still up in the air, still working out the finer details of, but he will definitely be ready to work out something with us privately over with his brother.
His cousin.
Or with his cousin. He is a man who loves his family.
Well, aside from Dwight.
Aside from who loves his wife and children. Cut to like 3 episodes later when he's just angrily scrawling, "You stupid bitch," on a piece of magic paper.
When Daddy pulls a knife on Daddy for attacking Mum.
He kidnaps Regina.
Oh no.
Regina.
Alright. I head back to the I head back to the thing for now, to the garage.
Okay.
Alright. I think it's time I tap my in. I'm gonna make this situation so much worse and more complicated right now. Right. I kind of get to the thing and I'm gonna why do I play this? I'm not leaving Sweet out of the thing. I got a man on the city council who, from what I've been told, he wants things moving along a lot faster than they currently are. I'm sensing we can put down our own little roots here. Make up a new transport industry with our own little toy.
Alright.
So
That's something else. Let's make sure we don't completely disable this thing, or when we get to the workshop, this thing, keep it in potentially working order.
I mean, Cherry, not that you know, but when Cherry says that, like, we're just standing in there and there are parts all over the floor, like, labeled, laid out. It's like, well, about that, Nico's been disassembling it to figure out how it all ticks.
Can you put it back together
I've done
if you
science.
had to?
There's no sense putting it back together right now. He hasn't figured it out
No,
yet.
of course not. But
Yeah,
can you?
I have.
And could you put it back the way it was into working order?
Oh, absolutely, I could. Wait,
Good.
is Nico here?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're all at
yeah.
the garage.
Yeah, Nico is. Absolutely, I could.
Good.
I mean,
But
it
I'm
would be
not
mighty
blind, do
useless
I?
if we couldn't reassemble it.
I
But,
have so much. I have so much to try.
What I'm thinking
Like I
is,
said, the situation with Palmer is still up in the air, but this is quite a bit of leverage, I guess you could say. Something we can offer that Dwight certainly can't.
well, Dwight wants to take over his business. I want to start something fresh. But the two might be able to meet. He's already got a lot of resources. I'm guessing he's got contracts to go along some of the roads. He's got contracts to certain builds in certain places and deals with people in the city council. So, how about we form our own little business? Talk about it to one of the city councilmen and maybe, instead of selling out to Dwight, he'll sell up to us. Can offer him a nice little position at our own company once it's established.
Here's the way I see things. Dwight wants to essentially bail out his cousin, send him on the run in Marion, where cousin will still lose everything, just has a better chance of surviving a miserable life. That's a losing deal. If we offer a way to help Palmer solve his own problems and stay here in town and keep what he's earned, he will absolutely go along with that. And something Dwight does not understand about business, because he's a novice, but I know you do, is a rising tide lifts all ships. It is often better for two people to make money using each other's resources than to go into competition. That's why cartels and monopolies work.
I mean, that's more or less.
Coordination is better than that sort of thing. So I think we are in any case in prime position to outcompete Dwight in this scenario for how to make money with Palmer.
I mean, yeah, that's what I was saying. I've got my
Yeah.
own in. We've got the engine. We got Nico.
Hey,
That's why I'm saying, why go into business with Palmer when I can bring him into our business? He'll actually make enough money to get out from under Radis, and hey, Dwight can learn a lesson about how you actually do business.
I'd like to learn who's boss, and then I steal him.
And to be clear, Palmer doesn't run the company, right? Palmer works.
He was
has
an
a good
early
opinion.
investor, so he has
Yeah.
he has like a good kind of majority.
He has a
say.
stake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
he's in finances when he's not very good with.
And Sherry is going to point something out. So you're saying we want to, give him a chance to get out of his company, but he still needs if he's getting involved in ours, well, some way to keep him off of things. So essentially, then it would seem it's better to pump up the value of his company, get him to sell for extreme value when we, based on information we secretly know that his company is about to plummet in value. And then Cherry sort of like lays a hand, on part of the machine. I guess something like this might help with causing a rival business to suddenly fail.
Well, do you know what rises a company's stocks? When another company buys them out. Their stock temporarily goes up, that's the time you sell.
That would take a lot of capital.
It would take a lot of capital, and this could generate it. A lot of companies are running on public funds, and only one is fought to actually introduce fares. I'm thinking we make it a little more private, take the load off of the city itself. But funny enough, I feel like we're going to have to go through a councilman who wants things moved real fast to do it. He wants this business resolved, so we show him a way to do it. People are going after the power lines. and that might be, some corporate sabotage going on. Might be old war remnants, still going on, still sabotaging the town itself. What we got here is a solution. Got more than one solution.
All right.
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't even. I'm not even sure who's doing what in this war anymore. I just know Cherry revealed the machine, which puts it in danger of being nicked. And there's so much fucking weird leverage going on. I want to get his fucking things in the company. Ah, fuck it.
See, I think because we have slightly different visions of how to ideally play this off.
Yeah.
Just in that Lydian's is a bit more safe, reasonable. Lydian's is more, legal, normal business practices of just trying to, use connections to swallow it. Whereas Cherry wants to do something a bit more, con artisty, do something that would make the stock of, basically do insider trading. Is what Cherry wants to do.
Well,
Pump up the stock of Palmer's company, and then as soon as Palmer sells for a ton of money, so we make that company look good, pump up the stock so it gets higher than what it really should be. He sells for a lot of extra money, and in exchange for this temporary pump, then we let it crash or crash it intentionally, buy up what's left of this now valueless company, incorporate its resources into ours, and in exchange for, Palmer's help with this, he gets early investment, position in the company.
and he's back to square one, but without the rat hanging over him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lydian is cagey on it. Because Lydian, he
I don't know how
legally.
Lydians would religiously, ethically feel about insider trading.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That is a grey area, to say the least.
It's not a cardinal sin, but it's,
I mean, there's also the thing is that Lydian is in a position where he thinks he can win without taking on the risk of doing something illegally, so why do that burden? I got the big machine.
Whereas I think Cherry just feels that this way is, I mean, she internally, privately wants it because it's much more interesting. It's a lot
obvious.
less. But I think her argument is more that you could be getting a much better deal out of this by doing this. You could be buying if we pump it up, we can get rid of his debts so we don't have to worry about it. And initiate, and causing it to crash, we can buy the company for much cheaper than we would otherwise have to. It wouldn't take nearly as much capital. Because in Lydian's version, what is Lydian's plan? Okay, actually, we can play this out in character too.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, alright, because I think that can make clearer to Lydian.
So Cherry's saying, so what's your plan for Radis then? How are you planning on getting rid of
my plan with Radis? I don't have any plan with Radis. That's Palmer's problem. I don't want to touch any of that as far as I can go unless I'm already in a position to win. That's why I'm thinking form my own company, bring his in from the outside, bigger than Radis can deal with. If Radis would even want to touch that at all. Palmer can pay that off on his own time. That's his problem.
A man under debt like that, with that many lies to his families, is desperate. And a desperate man is dangerous. I don't think you want to stay close to him if he's going to continue to be in debt, especially once you don't want someone involved in debt like that in your company, unless that debt is to you.
Good point.
So then you'll have to question.
Good point. So what am I actually dealing with him in any way for? We've got this. I've got the money. I got my guy I know on the council who I know is in a position to hear me out. So yeah, Lydian. I think you've actually pushed Lydian into just not wanting to even bring him in the end. Of just Nico, what would you do?
Oh, well, I don't care about business.
Helpful as always.
But if you're gonna, well, we have a saying in MWell, like sometimes you need extra help to do your science. They may not be good help, but it's at least help.
Okay, but what if that help had the mob after him? Not I'm saying he has the mob, but what if he was what if to fund his science he had gone to some unsavory customers for funding and then couldn't pay him back, and now those unsavory customers were knocking on his door wanting his slice of science?
2 reasons.
We just called those we in MWell we just called them businessmen.
Yeah, fair point.
I would argue for 2 reasons why Palmer is valuable to us. For one
Also,
thing,
just a out of game question: how much longer are we thinking of going? Because
I don't think that much longer.
It's up to y'all. I could go for an hour.
Nah, I would like to quit within the hour because I'm feeling
Okay.
really tired, and I feel like I have to go to bed soonish anyways.
Okie dokie.
All right.
We could
Jerry
Like,
said,
we could just play out this scene and then end if you
Yeah.
want to.
I do want to visit my guy next. I'll do that next time.
Okay.
I'll go
No,
to.
it's
I'll
just
go
that
to Folan next time.
Okay.
it's just that I'm feeling like really tired. I've not slept well this whole weekend.
Gotcha.
This week, so I'm just.
All right. So why do you
so
think
Jerry
we need
said,
him?
yeah. So Jerry says 2 points. One, we're coming into this as outsiders, and as I'm sure you'd be the first to tell us, it's always better to have some inside track, some edge, some leg up on the competition. We have an in with one of the businesses. Even if we don't necessarily need it, it will always be beneficial to have someone on the inside of a rival business that we could break down and absorb. Instead of starting from scratch, we can pick up the scraps of a demolished business, like the scraps of this thing, and use that to build something much cheaper and much easier. Point 2, if we want an insight, if we want to cannibalize an existing business, if we want to use someone to manipulate that and take that apart, the thing about someone desperate is they can be dangerous, but
Predictable.
we can and we can control them. We have leverage. You have enough capital, or at least he certainly can be led to believe you have enough capital that you can make his debt disappear. If you offer him a real solution to his problems, that doesn't mean leaving town. That doesn't mean owning up to his family. That lets him save face and make money and feel like he did it. Then you control him. And that way you have someone who's absolutely willing to destroy his previous company to work for yours.
All right. Keep him on a leash, but there's a lot of assumed risk here. Not just Radis, who, by the way, we should probably figure out some more about, but Dwight as well. Dwight's got an expectation here, and York's got to remember Dwight's dangerous as well in this one, and he's a lot less predictable. Dwight's a man who's come in here with a plan, and he wants his. Now, I'm not necessarily going to deny him his, but I want what's mine. We handle this wrong, we cut him out, he's gonna turn. He's gonna do something drastic himself.
And, Cherry, just sort of fortune favors the bold. And she walks him and closer and changes her tone a bit, puts a hand on Lydian's arm. Lydian, if you wanted to not take risks, if you wanted to make money as safely as possible, you could have stayed in Emberwell and just traded stocks from a desk. If you want to build something in the real world and be the best at it, you need to go out there and take risks and be more aggressive than other people are willing to be.
And how am I not doing that by founding my own business and going about it my way? That sounds like a risk.
It
Sounds like
absolutely is. I'm just arguing that I've seen what you're capable of, and you're capable of taking a stronger, more aggressive position here.
I'll mull it
Don't
over.
just... Lydian, I travel people, and I take coin, but my real payment is the stories I pick up and learn and see from people. And I've met other businessmen before. And again, she sort of squeezes his arm now. Be someone worth me remembering.
I already am.
Nice.
Nice. Cherry grins widely at that.
Fine.
All right.
You want to see me take Custer? Let's do it.
I like this. I like this a lot.
Alrighty. So, should we end session?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
do feel bad. Like, Cherry has always been a kind of morally gray character. I feel she is like... I do feel the 0 to 60. Like, she's had a lot more chances to really show her morally repugnant side. In these past couple.
Bonds? Any bonds update? Got any bonds for
Jesus.
me?
I mean, I already have a fucking bond with Cherry, but it's like... I don't even know how on the nose I want to be with it.
No, I wouldn't say my bonds have changed because I'm still trying to make something Lydian can sell, and I didn't really interact with Sarah.
I mean, you were trying to fix up the machine to do that, but yeah, you didn't really.
Well,
I do feel bad that you got left out of like a big thing of the first
That's
chunk.
fine. That's fine. That's fine.
All right. God, how do I even put this? I've got to change this. This is like a... I might have to... tell me how this needs fixing if it does, because I think it does. So, one bond with Cherry, which is... I don't want to breed it. So, Cherry will go all out on a plan with ease. She'll become part of any story if she can get swept up in it. I want money, she wants excitement. More than coin, this is her payment. Cherry is pushing me into danger and I know it. Am I playing along to her games because I've been able to win so far? How long do I bet on her?
Ooh, I like this. No, I like that
good.
a lot.
That's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have this one with Lydian. Let's see. Sorry. So the previous one, Lydian is a strong character at the beginning of what could be a great story. I'm worried that I'm a disappointing ending to what was a great story. This one is almost splitting. Because I think I'm gonna have to make another bond addressing half of this. Like the whole I'm worried I'm a disappointed end. But this is much more growing on this is split into two separate threads now. So now we have Lydian hesitated and was apprehensive about my vision of events. Ironically. Wanted to play it too safe. I had to be more direct with him than normal about what I want from him, and it worked. He wants to be legendary as much as I want him to be.
Cool.
That works, yeah.
Yeah.
I do have one I think I can update with Nico, but I'm not sure. I don't know. Nico's been obedient lately. His folly was bad in the short term, but that rock to his confidence has made him more reliable. His mistakes can be turned into a greater take for myself. That one I can kind of see how it could advance with, like...
If Nico decides to go...
If Nico goes off on his own, Lydian does lose a fucking great ace in the hole, but it's also like... I think that has to be something with just the fact that Nico had successfully pulled apart, like, super ancient, super advanced tech and was starting to get it within a day. But that doesn't really relate to any other bonds. I already knew that Nico was a fucking brilliant mind, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Holy
think I have an
shit,
advancement.
Nico's brilliant. Too brilliant.
Okay.
Lydian has never doubted that Nico's brilliant, he's just uncontrollable.
Alright. And any other bonds from you, Cherry?
No, I think that's it.
Okay, cool.
Because I have one with Lydian that, like, it was addressed this session, but it was addressed without him, where basically Lydian does indeed have more going on and is actively lying to me. I need to play my cards right so he doesn't realize blah, blah, blah. This was the first time where she's actually, like, admitted that out loud and talked to someone about, like, there's more going on to him, you know.
I do actually have an NPC bond.
Oh, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Probably should.
Yeah.
I fucking hate Dwight. Actually, that should be everyone's bond. Just, I fucking hate Dwight.
You see, the funny thing I was telling like early on, one thing I was worried about with Dwight is that I don't want Dwight to just be this party's Clinton or Scott.
No,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say for how I want to say this because in character, out of character, Dwight's fucking great. Like I love this. In character though, I think Lydian is like really wary of him at this point. He's like,
yeah.
Okay, no, I misread this fucking kid. What the fuck is his problem? Like, what is his deal? But
I initially had a very specific mental image of Dwight, but more and more I'm kind of picturing him as, like, played by Jesse Plemons.
Okay, I'm gonna redo the phrasing on this.
I wonder if Dwight is gonna be the final villain of this.
Alright, that's my wording for now. You know what, yeah, I kind of accidentally lucked into it. Alright, so...
That's gonna be how November gets introduced to the party.
I feel like
Lydian
Dwight,
hires an
like
assassin.
I'm just seeing the ending of Scarface in Dwight's future. Okay, Dwight and Flora have hooked up. Good for them, bad for me. Especially as she's sharper than he is, and that casino heist has emboldened Dwight. I need to make sure they don't get ideas above their station. Dwight and Flora are showing definite friction. I read it wrong. Flora was never the threat. Dwight is more terrifying than I knew. It scares Flora. This should scare Dwight. If it comes to it, I will make him fear himself.
Oh my. Alright.
There we go, just pop that in there, bang. Fucking... Yeah, no, I'm very actually happy with like how much I misread Dwight and Flora. I thought, oh, she's gonna very trite fucking reading of it is like, oh, she's gonna give him ideas. No, she's the one who has a fucking soul. Dwight is the fucking.
I feel less bad about what Cherry was kind of trying to do. A little bit, I will say.
Well, she wasn't doing it for the right reasons, but now it is more like she is separating Flora from someone who is quite unstable.
She wasn't trying to separate them. If anything, in some way she was trying to drive them closer together, just in a more... You know.
Let's see. Get someone... Cherry, did you get someone to relax, calm down, and open up to you?
Yes, Katie.
Yes, you did. Very good. You got Palmer to open up to you, but you didn't get him to relax or calm down.
Yes. Palmer was arguable, but Katie was that I realized later that was a lock-in. Yeah.
I mean, she just opened up to you, without any prompting from you. So,
but, okay, calm down. She had to suddenly cook for all these people, and oh, nice. Now, that, I would say, is helping her calm down and relax.
Take an XP for that.
Thank you.
Lydian, did you open up a new avenue for coin to flow through?
Not quite yet, unless...
Not quite.
No, I didn't.
And Nico, did you prove the value of your inventions to others?
No, not my invention specifically. No.
No, you're not your inventions specifically. Your know-how, yes, but not your inventions.
I did show the value of an invention, not mine.
He showed
Alright, so-
inventiveness.
Did we learn something new and important about the world?
We
Yeah, about
saw
the fucking
yeah.
the tech, the old tech power.
We learned that the fucking first law of thermodynamics can take a hike.
Yeah. Take an XP for that. Did
More
we overcome
importantly,
a
I learned
notable?
that screwdrivers aren't
Yeah.
standardized.
Oh yeah,
Funniest thing now.
You missed that.
It's really gotten
Wait,
your.
what happened?
Swede was like ad-libbing, like, you know how in Hemlock screwdrivers aren't standardized? If you look at their screws, they're all uniform, and it just took me a moment to register that's the stupidest fucking thing that I to realize.
It's been really giving him the giggle fits.
It just fucking got to me because it's such a weird thing.
But yeah, it's canon now. Like, there's just 5 billion standards of screwdrivers and screws. We don't have Phillips.
That's why there's so many contracting companies, because no one's got a fucking standard set of fucking tools.
Did we overcome a notable monster or enemy?
Dwight?
No, we
No.
did not overcome him.
No,
We overcame
I
an
don't
awkward
think we
dinner.
did, unfortunately.
Alright, so no for that.
Gratis people.
Did we loot a memorable treasure?
Yeah, the fucking big tanky thing.
You got that last session.
I bought a gun.
Yeah.
Not really looting.
I feel like a gun is memorable at this point in our
Yeah.
party.
Yeah, but you didn't really loot it.
What is loot?
Sherry kinda did.
Take an XP for playing well game.
Well, game. I'm going
Well
to
game.
bed now.
Good night, Speed.
I'm gonna go
That
finish.
might be the least XP I've gotten in a session.
That was a very low one. I'm gonna go fucking finish Yakuza 6. I'm so close. It's there.
Okay, awesome.
Alright.
Do it,
Have a
man.
good night. Good night.
Good
ya.
night. Bye.